Happy Friday and happy 4th of July.
Happy Independence Day, Deeds.
Yes, happy 4th. Happy 4th. Uh, any plans for today?
Yeah, so we had a little rain, 2 days ago, and I have a wine bar up at
Nice.
like two miles from me, probably something like that. So I called them yesterday and said, "Hey, I know that they're going to be busy. It's also they have a patio where it'll be visible to see fireworks from." So I
Awesome.
asked them if they would like me to go by and do it. So I'm going to go do that real quick. And then I'm going to catch a coffee with my buddy Patrick from over at Southwest Sunscreens.
Morning, Damien. Oh, cool. Patrick and the Screens actions.
Yeah. So
Very
that's
nice.
what we're up to today.
Cool.
What
We're
about you?
doing we're doing a family reunion cookout deal at my mom's house. So we're gonna do the pool, water slide, and stuff, and then hamburgers and hot dogs around 5 o'clock. And then she's got a firework display at the neighborhood park. So we're gonna drive down and watch that. Should be pretty fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, brother.
And
Sorry.
I was just going to say, and I was going to ask you about your family. You visited them and all that stuff earlier on Wednesday,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, we got to see some more family. We did Niagara Falls and the aquarium, and then we did Darien Lake. Both were pretty fun. The
Nice.
I didn't realize how crazy parking is down at Niagara Falls, and yeah, it was pretty hectic playing Frogger trying to find a parking spot. There was one guy, an Indian guy, standing in a parking spot who was yelling at a lady trying to park. He says, "Lady, I've been here for 30 minutes. I'm not moving. I'm waiting for my car." It's like, holy crap, that's dedication. So yeah, we all saw a fist fight, but yeah, it was good. Darien Lake did some scary coasters with my son, so that was pretty cool. I didn't vomit or anything crazy like that on the pirate going back and forth, and it was just a long day, but it was fun, and
Nice.
got to do some coasters.
Doing the coasters, doing the
Hmm.
coasters. I see we got
Yes.
John Magdos joining us. What up, buddy? I hope
Good
you have
morning,
a great.
John.
I'm not sure
Happy
what
Fourth.
you're up to today, but if maybe we'll run into each other, give me a shout. Um, Anything you said you did all those coasters and then you got the stuff going on tonight, fireworks from in the neighborhood.
Yeah, right outside the town park, they got a big display. A 20-minute firework with a finale. So they got a town band. They're going to be playing. So we're just going to go. Kids are going to do the playground and stuff like that for a while, and then do the boom booms. Probably go back to my mom's for a half hour to an hour. My brother's got some fireworks, so going to be lighting off artillery and all that cool stuff.
Keep all
Celebrating America.
keep all of your digits, please. Please keep all of your digits.
Yes, I need all of them.
So I had a I had a buddy of mine from many years texted me the other day, and he's like, "Hey, you need some fireworks?" And um, yeah, I haven't purchased any yet, but it was kind of funny to have have your friends hit you up. You need any fireworks?
Hmm.
It
It's
was
a
like,
different plug, but all right, cool.
yeah, it was a way different plug. But anything that he's got popping off is probably going to be insane. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting
Cool.
into that. I used to just light some shit on my street, and sometimes there's a mall a couple miles from me, and like a baseball stadium, a minor league baseball stadium where they light them off from, and we used to
Awesome.
go park there. But I'm like that kind of what you just mentioned about parking. I'm not a fan of any of that added stress or
Yep.
anxiety or just like any of that nonsense. My tolerance for
Yeah.
people's bullshit drips to like zero
Sure.
when I get into things like that. I'm like normally like super calm and chill and like everything's great, da, 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 da. But sometimes just people not paying attention drives me bonkers, and a lot of other kids and all that other
Yep.
bullshit.
Well, that and
So
fighting 5,000 other cars to exit.
yeah.
It's traffic sucks. But that's what we're going to try and figure out tonight is to bypass that by parking far enough away that we can get in the car and just zip back to my mom's. Or not,
Yeah.
we could even walk, but it would take a little bit longer. But
So
yeah,
So I was, we're gonna celebrate some Independence Day today, bud. And I was listening to this other radio show yesterday, and they had brought up. I'm gonna ask you this, and obviously we haven't talked about this yet, so I'm gonna bring this up to you first. This is the first time I'm bringing it up, but
Sure.
people think about grilling and things like that too. But another thing we talk about on the show a lot is movies, right?
Hmm.
You're a movie guy. Um, Summer blockbusters. Yesterday, Back to the Future turned 40. Okay,
Wow.
I'm 47. I'll be 47 in August. So that
Great
feels,
Scott.
yeah, great. Scott is right. So that makes me feel a little weird. But then they started bringing up this, hey, what's the biggest summer blockbuster and why do you remember it being like a big deal? Um, so let's hear yours real quick. If you have one, or
Yeah, I want to say like
like
maybe
4th of July
Jurassic.
summer,
Well, I
Jurassic
want to say
Park.
Jurassic Park because I remember I did a lot of drive-ins as a kid. So you'd see
Yeah.
a good movie and then a great movie or a crap movie and then a good. They always messed it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Back
You're
to
always
back.
looking at. Yeah, I remember like staring at the other screen, Village of the Damned, all the white-haired kids. I'm like, oh man, that's scary. I think I was watching the Lion King at that time. So Lion King was a summer blockbuster. That was hot. Independence Day was another blockbuster. Mission Impossible 2, moving
Yeah.
down the chain of the 2000s. But yeah, so I would say probably Jurassic Park.
Cool.
That
I
was
want
the first.
anybody who's watching the show too, Magdos, Damien, anybody who's on, pop in if they have a summer memory, like a movie
Yeah,
memory, a 4th of July one, put it down because I want to hear what theirs is. Mine. So I worked at this mall in Phoenix, and there was a store called Pacific Eyes and Tees, and it was basically like Pacific Sunwear or before Pacific Sunwear.
yeah,
They sold sunglasses, obviously, and t-shirts and shit. Um, so Men in Black comes out, and as soon as the people get out of the movie theater, they go see a movie, and then they walk down to the sunglass store and buy a new pair of Ray Bans.
boom,
The
product
Will Smith
placement.
Predators. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I that like is something that is ingrained in my like childhood memory. Or like, I was late teens,
yeah.
early adulthood,
Okay.
18 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good movie. Good
So
times.
that like instantly in my head was like the biggest 4th of July one.
Mhm.
Um, no memories for Magdos on summertime movies. That's all good. Yeah, man, I thought it was a funny topic, and to think too that Back to the Future's 40. That's just
Uh,
wild.
It is wild. We're old, man. I think
Yeah,
Twister was another one of those summer blockbusters.
we just
Twister was
watched
in there.
Twister last night, Marissa and I.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
that's cool.
bouncing around between movie and movie and movie. It was Twister. What else were we watching last? Independence Day, of course,
Cool. All the
uh,
blockbusters.
and different one. I can't remember which one it was, but
A Few Good Men. That was
oh
probably a
no, that
summer
wasn't
blockbuster.
on last night. Not for
Rain,
us.
Rain Man, 1988. Definitely a good movie. I don't know if
Yeah,
that was a Risky Business. Was that a summer blockbuster?
I don't know. That's before both of us. I mean,
Yeah.
Risky Business by like 82 or something. I would have been like 5.
Yeah. Doesn't compute. Short
No,
Circuit. Maybe that was a summer blockbuster.
could have been.
But I don't know if it was a blockbuster. We had The Good Son. I think that was more of a winter movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had
But
Macaulay Culkin.
they were talking about some of those. Obviously, so Will Smith had 3 of them back to back to back. It was like Independence Day, that dumbass Wild West movie,
Yeah.
and then he did and Men in Black.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had like a 3 summer in a row where he was just like the king of summer. But
King of Summer. That's right. Who else was King of Summer?
there was
I don't
somebody.
know.
There's somebody else did a good run like that too, where it was like bang, bang, bang. It was
Well,
like
Jim
just
Carrey. You have the Rush Hour movies that were probably summer
yeah.
blockbusters. Chris Tucker. You know, and
Chris,
Jackie Chan didn't speak much English at all. He was very bad at English, but
yeah, it
he
wasn't
made
so
his way
hot.
through it. No,
We
he,
said Chris K. I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm not gonna murder it.
Kohutek,
Kotek, I'm gonna say.
Kotek, Kohutek.
Chris K. Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to you too.
Happy
Um,
Independence Day.
yeah, keep all your digits, everybody.
Yeah,
I think he's always
light and
working.
run.
Chris, I hope you get a new trad pull. I know that you just banged yours and snapped that shit. I'm telling you though, buy a
Mm-hmm.
zero it's worth it. $160. You can get an 8 foot for that, I think. And then might be a little more, maybe like two bills for
Get the
a trad
12.
truck.
Yeah,
So
the Tread 12 or the 8. But right now, WCR has a 15% off sale or something going on. So
yeah,
get it this weekend because happy
absolutely. I
4th.
sent you that link too, dude. Or anybody can hook you up. Just get it. It'll be worth it.
Get with Jason. Yeah. Oh, and then let's the Huge is coming up here. Huge is coming up August. So if you don't have your tickets, get with Rolling with the Window Cleaner Museum. Craig,
Yeah,
get those,
yeah.
smash that
Anybody
link.
else planning on going to that? Mark and I just solidified that we are going. We're excited to be going up there, hanging out, drinking some coffee. We're going to be
Mm-hmm.
doing we'll be doing some Goo and Deeds,
Oh,
indeeds,
indeed.
indeeds from live from the convention. We're going to have to find a spot, do a little recording. I got some lapel mics too.
Cool.
I'm yeah, so I hope to be able to get some of the big hitters in the industry, some of the guys that we haven't met yet too. I
Yes.
really want to talk to the first timers. Everybody knows who the other people are. So
Mhm.
if you're somebody new at the convention who wants to say what up, find
Come say
Deeds.
hi.
Yeah, find Deeds, find me. Yeah, it should be fun. I know Craig will be rolling around. He's pretty easily spottable.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could
So,
see your aura.
bro, he's a bright light.
Yeah.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah. We'll see him. He'll be around. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Cool display. Cool exhibit. But yeah, so it's a beautiful day here in Tech Buffalo area, and
Yeah.
I think it's a high of 79, so we can't complain.
So we've actually been because we had that storm a couple days ago. Our it's like humid, but it's humid for us. It's not for anybody else. But like low of like 105. So it's been chill.
Wow,
Like matter of fact, the I think the high or the low tonight during the fireworks time will probably be like the lowest it's been in quite a few years. So everybody's all in a
not bad.
good mood.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. Speaking of good mood or bad, we got Eddie Stewart is in Uvalde, Texas, and they've got like record rainfall forecasted, like flood type style, 8 inches, 10 inches. It's going to be a
yeah, I
lot of
saw
rain.
that. I
Yeah,
actually this is weird, but I didn't know if that was a joke. Like I had to like zoom in and like do research on it because I was like, what, that number doesn't seem right. 8 inches
it's a
is
lot. Yeah,
yeah, that's a
that's
lot, bro.
more than he's packing. That's crazy. Yeah.
Shout
But yeah, so prayers
out
up
to Eddie
for
Stewart.
Eddie and yeah, in Central Texas, that area. I hope they don't get that much, and if they do, it's quick and gone.
Well, that could be fatal though.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's the stuff that ruins cars parked in the street type deal. So
Yeah,
definitely get your cars elevated and off the street in that area. But yeah, good luck. Happy Fourth.
for sure.
It's gonna put a
For sure.
damper on the fireworks.
No, that would be wild, right? Yeah, do
Yes,
you do fireworks when it rains?
I get well if it's paid for. I mean, some I've heard of some cancellations and stuff in the past. So what do you do with that trailer filled with fireworks? $8,000 to $12,000. Like we save it for next year carefully. It's weird, you know.
Do it the
So
next
yeah,
day.
yeah. Well, maybe or the next weekend they got to get the fire department set up on a contract to get out there just in case of accidental burnage, explosions, digits.
Hey, speaking of next day, we talked about what we're doing today. What are you doing tomorrow? Anything planned for the
Tomorrow,
weekend? You're
no,
driving home on
tomorrow,
Sunday, right?
Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow's a relaxed day. Clean up this week, get all the laundry done. You know, unwind before the drive. So yeah,
Unwind.
not yeah, unwind and pack and all that stuff. But yeah, nothing planned, nothing big, major. We got it all done earlier this week. My wife might take my little Henry to the zoo and see that because kids love the zoo. It's awesome. But yeah, just hanging at my mom's, probably doing some swimming. I talked to this bar down the street. I'm going to clean their windows this morning and get that hooked up. They've got like 7 windows, very easy. I'm like, they look like shit. I'll offer it. I'll clean them. Stop
Yeah.
spraying Windex on them. So that doing that
Get
around
some
11 or
footage of
12.
it.
Well, yeah, that's the point. I told her
Yeah, get
I'll
some
film
fun
it.
footage.
Takes me 4.5 minutes. Right, setting up the tripod is the hard part, but yeah, I'm looking into that. And so yeah, that's the highlight of my work week. You know, I put together chairs at my mom's house. That was a pain in the ass because it was like long hexagon bolts that have to be tensioned around a chair that you can only twist in a quarter turn. So you've got 65 turns. Such a pain. Morning,
Bro,
Squeegee Tom.
Morning, Squeegee Tom. That was who that peace sign was for.
Oh,
That was hilarious, though, dude. You sent me that picture, and all I could think of was "fuck that." Like, I,
yes.
I, I, I obviously have a stuttering problem, but I also cannot put shit together. Like, I am my patience. That's another one of those things where my patience levels gets tested,
Well, there
and
was two levels of frustration. One was mounting the seat onto it because then you had to like get the needle, not the needle, the screw, the hexagon screw into the thread just to create tension enough that it's like threaded on there. But then you had to go to the other side and do that one only so there's a couple turns, and then you get to play Squid Games and like twist it a quarter turn each time. Such a pain. So I had to like knock it into 2 or 3 days just because my fingers were, I already got gripping hand arthritis. Uh, Tip of the fingers hurt with a tiny hexagon wrench. So I tried to get like a power drill with the right
yeah,
base, but that only stripped the shit out of it because it was super powerful. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, yeah, put them together. That was nice.
yeah,
Did something nice for my mom.
that would have been drove me nuts. But see,
Mm.
you're a sweet son, and good for you, buddy. Good
Yeah,
for you.
my brother Eric put together her deck, and not put together, but replaced 3 planks, 16 foot, treated lumber, and I helped him load it and stuff. But while I was doing the chairs, he was doing that. More power to him because that can be frustrating in itself.
Yeah,
Yes, carpentry. I'll do the
right.
chairs.
Measure
But
twice.
yes, exactly. So today we're having Salem's hot dogs, a New York, Western New York staple. I was going to do cheeseburgers, but my uncle is going to do barbecued hamburgers. He does a great job at that. So I'm like, cool. You know, looks like work. So just turning the hot dogs, making sure I don't burn those, and that's the
There you
highlight of
go.
my afternoon. And hanging with the kiddos.
Right on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, right on. Well, we can cut this week short. Let you get after it. Go do those windows. I'm gonna go take care of Turquoise Wine Bar's windows.
Cool.
Um he said certainly not Independence Day too.
Yeah, the
Um
second one sucked. Yeah, they should have paid Will Smith his money and got him in there, but couldn't afford him. So they blew
but
him up instead. Test
pay
pilot.
pay the man his money.
Pay it. He likes pretty girls. Pretty, or whatever his new song is. It's terrible.
I haven't seen it. I have
Nobody
not seen
has. No.
it, right?
Hmm.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to on this fabulous Friday, this Independence Day, this
Well, shout out to all the window cleaners, especially the guys that are doing the route work and cleaning today just to knock it out because it is a Friday and Monday doesn't sleep.
nope.
Shout out to you guys. Thanks, Jason, for checking in this morning and stuff. Thank you, all the guys, for your responses, your favorite movies. Squeegee Tom, you're right. Independence Day 2 sucked. Thanks for Chris and Alex, WCR Zero, for supporting our channel and stuff and egging us on. And, thank you for all you do for window cleaners. Jersey, everybody else behind the scenes, thank you. And thanks again, Jason.
Fuck yeah, dude. Deeds, I love you. You're the best, bro. I couldn't
Love you too,
say
man.
that. That everything that you just said, all those people are helping us get this stuff, keeping it, not get it moving, but keeping it moving. I like the term egging us on. It's a
You
good,
can do it.
yeah, they're positive reinforcement, and we appreciate that. Some of the other people I'd like to give a shout out to, everybody that's following us on the show, like Magdos and Tom and all the good guys, Damien and
Yes.
the Mark Tanners and the guys who pop on. And, we got new people this week. Chris K popped on, Sam E popped on, Tim, Outlaw Window Cleaner popped on. So every time we get new people popping on, we really, truly appreciate it. And we're having a good time doing this. As you mentioned, WCR and Zero, but the people behind the scenes, Kaylee at Zero, Justice at Zero, Tiana, and Brandon. They're all crushing, doing some awesome things for us, putting out some killer content. I want to shout out my boy Sean Hart for keeping it real. I love that dude. He's a G. Um, and yeah, just everybody. Oh, AWC Mag, Lacey. She's an amazing person and somebody I really enjoy working with. So shout out to them. And yeah, and if I didn't give you a shout out, you suck. No, I'm kidding. It's because I
We'll
forgot.
get you
But
next week. Be
yeah, we'll get
safe.
you next
Change
week.
your rubbers. Yeah.
Change your rubbers. I hope everybody's passion bucket's full. And yeah, enjoy the 4th of July. Come back with all 10 digits.
Yes, all 10. Or if you have
All
9, bring those
10.
9 back. Yeah. Have a safe day, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Bye bye. Do, 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 do.
Nice.